gentleman sits here. Gentleman, you sit here. Okay. Harriet, about to run so it's easier. We start our guests. Today is a sad day personally for URA. With us here we have a staff member who allegedly was part of a big group that tried to take a bribe worth $60,000 from a taxpayer. There was an audit that had been done to the taxpayer, and the URA team got in touch. The URA team got in touch with the taxpayer with the help of the clearing agent, and they tried to convince that they can help the taxpayer cut out that audit. So they had originally asked for $100,000, but then they bargained down to $60,000. The gentleman is a manager, external operations, customs, but there's also a larger team that is being hunted and being arrested. And how we got to know about this is there was a whistleblower who alerted our investigation teams, and the investigation teams started following them without them knowing. They met at a restaurant, a non-restaurant here in Kampala, I think last Thursday, and in the evening, we're talking like at 9 p.m. approximately. The client was waiting from like 7:30, unknown to the URA staff. They were being trailed. And after money was exchanged, the $60,000, that's when the gentleman was arrested. He's going to be taken to court. Our legal team is busy processing the papers. He's going to be taken to court, and the court will decide the way forward. This is a call. First and foremost, we thank the public for helping us in the fight against corruption. Because if it wasn't a member who whistleblowed, we would not have known. So we thank the public. I always insist that the whistleblower number is 0800-257-700. 0800-257-700. Also, the fight against corruption is intensifying within the institution. These are not the first cases you are to witness. There are more cases, and we shall call you. The Commissioner General is very serious with this fight against corruption. The money will be used as exhibit. The money is around here. If you could bring the money. Yeah, $60,000.
Yes.
So the money is here, which they had gotten from the client, which they had gotten from the client. This is the money that they had gotten from the client. Originally it was $100,000, and somehow they brought it down to $60,000. So that is the money. So in brief, that is it. Like I said, the fight against corruption Meanwhile, the clearing agent also has been arrested and is helping us with the investigation with the other staff members in this thing. The gentleman's name is called Sosi Geoffrey, the manager, external operations, customs. Sozi Geoffrey Kawere. Sozi Geoffrey Kawere. And yes, so in brief, that is it. To them Uganda.
Some clarification. Some clarification.
Yes, sir.
Yes, first of all, we want to understand, was this money recovered from the suspect?
Yes. Okay. The money was gotten with the suspect after the exchange at the restaurant. They were heading out, and our investigation teams pounced on him. And unknown to them, they had been followed. Unknown to them.
So how much loss was he causing the company? The organization. Now that one we're working on it. Remember that there is yet to be an assessment. What they do is very simple. Is they can approach an entity and they so want it to succeed. You get me? Now you as a business owner or clearing agent, and they agree the money. So originally it was 100,000, then it came down to $60,000. What is the magnitude of the problem here?
It is a problem we are fighting. That is number one. It is a problem that the Commissioner General is determined to root out. And so far, like this is a very good example, we are actually having very good successes. If you remember very well, there was also another case of 10 million US dollars. Also, the other case. So that's why we are saying that, one, we thank the public in this fight because also they help us with the whistleblowing. But number two, as URA, we are determined to stamp out this problem.
Like we did a study last year, whereby you had fired almost 190. Can you give us an estimate of this year? How are you doing?
So far, we are planning to put pictures in the papers after all the investigations are done of those that have left the company, so that they are not, they don't take their bad manners to other entities. So ever since the Commissioner General took over office, approximately over 150 staff members have actually been sacked or fired for corruption. Yes, madam.
Yeah, away from whistleblowing, what other measures are you putting in place to fight the vice? But also over the years, this has happened. So in terms of the money away from this, how much money is the organization or maybe government losing because of such kind of corruption?
First and foremost, the government is losing quite a number of money. I don't have the exact figure, that is number one, but it's quite a big number the government is losing. Number two, what measures have we put apart from the whistleblower number? Corruption comes in very many entities. Now here we're talking about a client being arm-twisted by a staff member to get the money. You get me? But I can also show you another form of corruption. For example, smuggling. You get me? On our waters here. So what URA has done is that, one, to equip our intelligence team with all the necessary support. What do I mean? Gadgets, infiltration, so many, which I can't mention here. That is number one. Number two, issue of smuggling. We have actually recently bought boats to help us patrol the lakes. Number three, we're also in the process of purchasing drones to also help us in the fight against corruption. Because one of the things also we realize is that the smugglers, there are very many panyas that we don't know. But with the help of drones, we can detect all this. So we're trying our level best to put up very many avenues to fight corruption. However, the whistleblowing number has helped us a lot. Because now, what people don't know is that you'll be discussing here with the client, yet the client has already whistleblown. So if there was no whistleblower number, some of these things we will never have known. So that's why I'm thanking our people out there for using this number.
For this opportunity to talk to you. I've heard what my brother has mentioned here, but it's full of half-truth because, and this is a problem that is going to disturb URA for a long time. The gentleman who handed me a package, the so-called investor, that had $60,000 is a big cargo consolidator who imports cargo into this country on behalf of mostly, I think, people that this organization says are container leaders. You understand? Now, the agent who was coordinating with that so-called investor has been known to me as the owner of that company called Simbaland from 2013, when I was in charge enforcement, Jinja Customs. So then he wasn't in Jinja. This business of cargo consolidation was not that big. It was a small kind of business. So, and I was fighting hard because there was a lot of non-compliance in Jinja Customs. At that time, I was sent there as in charge enforcement in 2012, and the briefing I got that if you go and you deal with the fraud that is in Jinja, then the sky will be the limit for you in this organization. That's the background against which I went to Jinja Customs. I reached there, I find a very prominent businessman and also importer called Haji Mubiru. Haji Mubiru would clear about let me say, this is about maybe 40 to 50 containers, mainly of garments at that time. And all of them had issues. And I think this issue was perennial for 2 previous years. Now, Haji Mubiru approached me and said, my son, if you can work with me, I'll be giving you 500,000 shillings per container that goes through Jinja Customs. Okay. I told him, okay, I was new, I'd had a briefing that the issue in Jinja is garments. And the customs as well had an issue with garments. Now, I told him, brother, I came here, and for your information, I came here for you. If you can stop the fraud or leave this station, I'll have done my part. He tried and tried and tried. If you can look at the history, when I get time, probably I'll give you that history of Jinja. You will do what? You will understand what I'm talking about. Please allow me, because this is a story that led to this. Now, Haji Mubiru had a business of clearing. He was like the sole clearing agent for garments. And it was like a family business. Key of his children who were doing that business are, one I know, Arafwa, another one, Sharifa. Sharifa is the one who arrested me at a restaurant. Okay? She's working now as, I am told, URA intelligence. I didn't know. I had heard that she's in URA, but I didn't know. But I left. I was like, these people. Now, because this organization is fighting container leaders who are mainly importing garments, I'm working with the friends of mine who are cargo consolidators to come up with a project that is going to look into what URA is creating and marketing to the public, CCI, so that a small trader who is being disturbed with small cargo can be able to get their goods from wherever, declare them from source. Because what you already cleared, made, is starting from Mombasa up to Kampala. Now mine and with my colleagues is to do what? To get cargo from the source, so that a small trader can be able to identify their cargo whether from China, whether from India, wherever all over the world. And this system has been developed and it has reached a level of integration. And with my colleagues, we had managed, despite URA failing to adapt the system, because we tried with URA, we managed to get funding from Trademark Africa to do what? To have this integration take place. Now what happened? Me, I work in Tanzania, okay? That's where I'm deployed. When I came here, I just came for leave. Normally when I come for leave, I try to catch up with my private business and all my ideas. I wish I could get a bottle of water. Now, when I reached here, I went to the colleagues of mine and like, why are we not progressing? And they said that, you see, you are saying that cargo consolidators are not what? Are not organized. So I asked who in among cargo consolidators is the contact person in this project. They told me, you talk to Karugaba, Emmanuel Karugaba. And Emmanuel Karugaba of Simba. And I told them, I know him, let me call him. Now, on Monday this week, that's when I meet Emmanuel Karugaba. And we organized a meeting the following day, because on Monday it was abrupt, the following day on Tuesday, to talk about why UCCA is not progressing. And Emmanuel Karugaba, he will show you that when I was talking to him, he even took notes. I was taking notes. He wasn't. So I told him, take a picture of my notebook so that you can sit with your colleagues in UCC Cargo Consolidator to do what? To make sure that you get organized so that this project can move on. I didn't know that Karugaba I thought he's the boss of Simbaland, and that's why he was on the executive on the Uganda Cargo Consolidators Association. After our discussion, he told me, but there's this issue which is really perennial. It keeps coming back. And the issue is with URA. So I asked him, who is handling it? They told me a gentleman called Emmanuel Rutai. I told him, I know Rutai, I can talk to Rutai. So, what is the issue? Then they told me, you see, we are having an audit about money remittances. So apparently, the investor, I think, picks money from traders, sends it to wherever their goods are, maybe probably China, and then they come back to, like, as in, they are doing like a money remittance. So, but he said, but you need to, can you talk to Raya to see if it can be resolved? The man has even been transferred. That was Monday last week. No, Tuesday now, last week. Then I talked to Raya and he said, yes, I've been transferred, and that those guys' issues, I think I'm going to close the file because I cannot progress with it. You understand? But I think Raya was maybe before in their relationship or in that audit, I think they took long. They took long and they were maybe haggling. I don't know what happened. But anyway, but he told me, I told him that Raya says that this issue is going to be solved because it's going to go out. He has been transferred, he has to close the file and hand over. What happened? You will forgive me because I want to say the truth, because the truth will set me free. This agent now, at that time I thought he's the owner of Cargoland, or the representative of Cargoland, Simbaland in Uganda. That's what I thought. That he's like the boss in Uganda of Simbaland Cargo. And that's why he was on the executive of Cargo Consolidators Association. Now, when I came, he told me, you see, but you see now that the issue is going to be resolved. I have my boss who can give some money to us. It's hard to get money. It's hard for him to get money. He can give some money so that we can be able to move our operations. Their operations, in my understanding, I thought that he wants to use this opportunity, now that the case is closing, to get money for the operations. And since it was cozy, I came, we're working with the project, and I think these are Cargo Consolidators. I said, okay, but he was like, but it's hard to convince him. I'll need you to convince him that the case is going to close. Then he will be able to release to me money to do what? And I asked him, but how do I benefit from that? He said, you are my brother, I'll give you some 10%. on it. So I came. And he took me to a lady. Now a lady, I didn't know that lady. She's called Sammy. Sammy is the boss of, he's now said, this Sammy is now the boss of Simbaland in Uganda. And so Sammy was like, but we have this issue. But I told them, but you see, if this money remittance, why don't you get a money remittance license from Bank of Uganda? To me, that would be easy. Yeah, but then you said this issue is going to close. So if it closes, then the boss will be able to release what? Some money to us. Sammy with who? With Karugawa. But then they began now arguing at how much. To be honest, I have not talked or negotiated with anyone on an issue of $60,000. But I have not, and it can't even fit in my mind that I can sit there and I think that I'm going to go and ask for someone $60,000. Okay, now when they finished me, I thought I'd helped them. Later, that agent, now he began calling himself an agent. Before I thought he's the boss of Simbaland. Now he told me, yes, but you see the bigger boss, I think he's going to be able to raise money, but I have a bigger issue. I mean, for him, he's going to translate from a cargo consolidator to an industrial park investor. And to me, that was interesting. And it was like, but I would love you to meet him so that you can greet him and you can create rapport, something like that. And to me, it was a good idea. So I said, okay, you can arrange, I can meet him. Because I thought this man, we are now, since we are working on a bigger project, we are now friends. I became cozy, and that is a mistake I made with him. I became so free, cozy, and I don't know even how I reached there. Now, what happened? He arranged a meeting on Thursday. On Thursday evening. He had told me about 5 p.m. Okay, so Thursday reached. I do my work in town. I get tired. I go home. I was tired, actually. I went home to relax. Somehow I forgot about that meeting. When I reached home, and I think that was maybe God telling me, go home. And I forgot about it. So I reached home, I put my phone in the bedroom. Normally when I reach home, I just want to relax, especially now that I'm on leave. I want to relax. So I reach there, I put my phone in the bedroom. I start moving around the home, blah, 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 time moves. But I kept hearing the phone ringing. And then someone was, as if someone was insisting on the phone. So when this time it rang when I'm near the bedroom, I went and saw. And he was like, hey, Uganda wangagala kunkola ki? Omusajja aliwo nalinza agala kukola ki? Oh, nabadde mbeera bidde. Kankole ki? Let me come. I wish I hadn't picked that. If I hadn't picked that phone, I swear, I wouldn't be here right now. So I drive up to that restaurant, Stonabe. And if you see, I think they waited for me. In fact, when I reached, they were like, we've been waiting for you. We thought you don't want to come, but the money, even the investor said, I was singing for the first time. I never saw him. I didn't know that Simbaland had that big kind of hierarchy in this country. So when I'm there, I saw, we started chatting. Investment, URA issues, blah, 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 trying to counsel them, trying to tell them how to do the right thing, blah, blah, and the rest. So it took some time. I stayed there for some time. Because I'm talking to an investor. And by the way, I have a target for dry cargo, and I thought in my mind that this person being a big importer, who handles many importers as a cargo consolidator, he can help divert some of these clients to go through my station. Sometimes we look for those opportunities. I take clients, taxpayers, engagements as friendly. Whatever the case, I try to remain as human as possible. Even around whatever the kind of things we do here, I try to be as humane as possible. Now, after talking, chatting, I got tired. I told the people I have to go. So as I was prepared to go, the gentleman picked a package and put it on the table, and in a guest said, I will show this is yours. Stupidly, as I was moving, I picked the package. And I know, I think they took the video. You will see that we were chatting as I picked the trash, because it was like friendly. As I picked the package and I moved. When I moved, I realized, before even leaving the seats where we were eating, a team came. And who was among them? Who was leading them? Madame Sharifa. And that's where hell broke loose for me.
Thank you so much, sir.
No, I'm not done.
I have a question.
Yes.
He has said
Yes.
that the negotiation moved from $100,000
Yes.
to $60,000.
Uh-huh.
Can you tell us about that? Were you part of that negotiation?
Now, and I like the $100,000 because when I was brought here, I was made to make statements, and I stated what I know as a truth, which was all rejected. I had to repeat that statement. I think I began making it at 11. We left this place at 8 in the morning. As I was making the statements, they would keep refusing, and until I realized they want me to link a specific office, and at some point they mentioned the name. And when they mentioned the name, I was like, no, this is what they want. They want me to link Lutaya Emmanuel to this case. Because according to them, they said they listened. You know, they is interrogating me, especially Sharifa. She was saying, we were recording all your conversations. And if you say, for her, she kept saying, $80,000, from $80,000, you just went to $60,000, we were listening to you, and for you said, you're going to share the money with Utaya. So I was like, maybe this is what she wants me to say. So that I was really tired. It was now like 2 days without sleep. Now, because of that, I told myself, since this is a lie that she wants me to say, let me tell her $100,000. You see? I said, no, actually, if you want me to tell you the truth, it was $100,000. Now, she left her $80,000, she kept insisting that's where we started from. Now, she jumped on to $100,000. And that one alone made me repeat the statement to add. If you see my statement, you will see that it has a lot of additions. Until when she said, we go, I'm not even believing in this, you have to make another additional statement on Monday. And that is how I am here.
Are you suggesting that this is a setup of sorts?
A mafia-like. Let me tell you.
That's okay.
Yes.
Then lastly,
yes.
From me, at the time you were having a conversation with the investors,
yes.
Were you aware of which kind of package you were picking?
No. I wish they were recording that conversation I had with David. He's called David Wang. It was my first time to see him. I was talking to an investor who is a taxpayer. I even thanked him for helping small taxpayers. At that time, I didn't even imagine that Simvala and Kago could be among the problematic conciliators. So I didn't know.
So under what circumstance
yes.
were you coerced to pick that package when you didn't know that?
I wasn't coerced. No one coerced me.
Okay, how did you willingly pick it when you knew?
Yes.
You didn't know about it.
Yes. Yes. No, I just picked. You know, we sit with a friend.
Why did you pick the package?
I just picked. I think subconsciously. Honestly, I just picked. Yes.
Were you aware of what was in the package?
No.
Did you think it was food?
He didn't know the package was holding. And normally when he goes to restaurants, sometimes they do take away. So he had picked the package knowing it was food.
Or a gift.
Okay, got it. He picked the package knowing it was food or a gift. The package turned out to be $60,000. Yes. So he picked it knowing it was food, any food, Bogoya food.
Okay,